How many drinks you think B Dirton had so far?
Man, B is beyond sideways, Pay. B, man, knowing B, can I do an over under?
Over
Can I
under.
do
Over under. Over under 4.5.
Oh man, please give me the over big time.
Ooh.
that boy, it's his birthday weekend, and he took the weekend off. Oh, come on, bro! That boy been getting in since the sun came up. He took a nice He took a nice shower. He might have took a shot in the shower. Really talking about, man, it's my birthday. I'm feeling good. Ain't nothing like a shower and a shot, bro. Like a shower and a shot. Yeah, he probably, man, man, shoot. I thought you was gonna say 9 or 10.
No. A good shower beer is undefeated. I agree with you there. A good shower beer is undefeated. Shout out to Jess. Jess taking care of that boy right now. As you see, it wasn't no pay dirt this week. B was like, man, F all that. I'm in these streets.
Oh yeah. He gonna have some war stories or some great times that he's gonna come back and tell us about. But listen, you want to go over under with that? I'm gonna say war stories.
War stories.
War story. Yeah.
Okay.
War story. Yeah. Big facts, man.
I'm with it. All right. So we got a lot to cover, right?
Yeah.
So let's start. I'm going to start with the topic that I think we can get through the fastest.
Yeah.
That is the WNBA playoffs. First round ended 2 days ago. It went all chalk. I told you all 2 weeks ago. A certain team. So. How do you feel? In fact, before we even get to the second round, the semifinals, how do you feel about how the playoffs has gone so far?
If I ever said stuff was like tilted towards athletes being able to hurry up and do what they need to do, that happened in the WNBA.
Whoa.
They got to hurry up and get out of the way. So there couldn't be no upsets. It couldn't be no 3-game series. It couldn't be. Listen, let's get these smaller bum teams out of here. Let's get the top 4 teams to play what they need to play for, because we got to hurry up quick, fast, in a hurry, because the NBA is on the way. So, but do I think that those lower 4 teams that lost, I mean, according to schedule, some of them are going to be very good teams. But right now, I think that the WNBA is top heavy concerning the teams. And I think the Minnesota Lynx, I think the Liberty, these are real teams, man. And so they're going to battle. They're going to battle according to, and is this going to be this semifinal round? It's going to be a hard road to go. It's going to be a hard road to go, because you got to show up. Listen, I watched that Minnesota Lynx, Phoenix Mercury. Man, that Collier young lady is a monster, bro. I wish I had
V.
Listen, if I had, I got a he is him, so I want to make sure that I'm correct. So I can't put he is him up there, but she is him. She's him, man. She's a monster, bro. I was watching her come down, get bucket after bucket after bucket, and they had no answer. And she could score from anywhere on the floor. Anywhere on the floor. I don't care. 3-point at the box, at the wing, in the corner, drive and kick. She can do everything. So if I got a team now, because I've never really had a WNBA team.
Don't do it. Don't.
I'm a Minnesota Lynx fan.
Come on.
I'm a Lynx. The Lynx is my squad, bro. I'm in with the Lynx. Oh. Listen, I love Collier's. Hey, listen, I love Collier's game, man. I love her game. I know people like Las Vegas. I know people like the Liberty. I don't have a WNBA team. I'm declaring my team today. The Minnesota Lynx is my squad, Pay. They my squad. I'm with them. I'm with them.
Listen. Don't mess up this championship run for us, man. We got to get this 5 chips. All right. Don't mess it up. Welcome to the squad. Oh, that's Nafisha. That's another one of those players that are better than Caitlin. Just put that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, without a doubt. That's no Diddy, no doubt. Whatever you want to say, no doubt. However you want to say it, legitimately, she's a beast. She's a beast.
All respect due to Asia, but no one in the league gets a bucket cleaner and easier than Nafisha. She struggles for nothing. She gets it anywhere, like you said. She gets it anywhere on the floor. And today she was named WNBA Defensive Player of the Year. Finished second in MVP voting. a dog, and I don't mean it in the pejorative. She's a dog. The Lynx.
Hey, can I say something? And you might clip this and cut this.
Oh, I definitely am.
She's the female Kobe Bryant.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta go.
She's the female Kobe, man. She's a beast. She's a beast, man. So I am impressed with her. Listen, I follow women's high school basketball and college basketball because my daughter played. My daughter was pretty good. She was a captain from the time she was a freshman to her senior year. She had an unfortunate injury. She tore her Achilles and she couldn't play anymore. She was going to play at the collegiate level. Now, I don't know about WNBA, but definitely at the collegiate level, right? And I'm watching this young lady, and I've been following women's basketball for a minute. Collier is the closest thing I've seen to Kobe, man. She is a monster, man. She impressed the brakes off, man. I'm telling you. That's why I'm jumping on the bandwagon, because I'm like, listen, I'm going to ride with them, and I think their upper level management is going to take care of the team going forward. They're not going to be trash ever. So I'm a Lynx. I'm in with the Lynx, bro. I'm in.
As I said, the Lynx have 4 championships, tied for the most in WNBA history, going for 5 this year. Nafisha Collier, Bridget, Alyssa, Katie McBuckets, Brenda, all of them are ripe. Katie McBuckets is the best 3-point shooter in the league. That's right. I said it. Best 3-point shooter in the league.
Big facts.
Best defensive team in the league. They're ready to go. And I think one of the reasons why, other than all those reasons I just laid out, one of the reasons why I think they are going to get this championship, they're the only team to win the season series against the Liberty, the number 1 seeded team in the whole league. The Liberty have a rematch of last year's finals coming up starting Sunday. They got to see the Aces again.
Yeah,
I'm taking the Liberty this time, dog. I'm sorry.
The Aces still have injury issues. They're not 100%. So I would give the nod to the Liberty. I would, but Aja Wilson, she's unstoppable. So if she does what Aja Wilson does, 35, 14, and whatever else you want to put out there, that's a hard road to go. But I would give the edge to the Liberty because I think the Liberty has the overall. So listen, WNBA is just like the NBA. They cut the bench down. The rotation is shorter. It's like 8 players, and I think that the Liberty have a better 8-man rotation than the the Aces, because they depend heavily on Wilson. So I like that pick, Pay. I'll go with the Liberty. I'll go with them for sure.
The reason why I'm saying is because I think the Liberty are just a little bit more cohesive this time around. The Aces have a deeper team. The Aces have better players as top to bottom than the Liberty. In fact, when we talked about this 2 weeks ago, was it 2 weeks ago or last week? I don't remember. But the Aces have 4 players higher than, you remember when I said a certain player was in maybe top 12 to 15?
Yeah.
Four of the players are on the Aces. They have a legit super team. That's as you said, the WNBA is top heavy. They've always been top heavy. You have super teams pack up from era to era. The Aces are just this era super team, but I think they're a little disjointed. They're a little disjointed. They're a little tired. They've had a lot of injury issues this year, and going for a 3-peat that wears on you. The Liberty, they're hungry. They're hungry right now. Sabrina Ionescu, Brittany Stewart, Vandersloot, Joe Quill, all of them are dogs. And I don't mean that as a pejorative.
Big
all
facts.
Of them are dogs. I think the key to that series is between Kelsey Plum and Joe Quill from the Liberty. Joe Quill is a very unsung good player in the league. She had for a large part of the season, she was an MVP. She was an MVP in the MVP conversation. I don't think it was like a real conversation, but she was that good. And that's on a team with Ionescu, on a team with Brianna Stewart, who's one of the GOATs already.
Yeah. Facts.
So
that's facts.
It's between them. It's between how much they can get out of Joe Quayle and how much the Aces can get out of Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum in that elimination game against Seattle Storm, she was killing.
Facts.
She had like
That's
20, 25 and got it all different ways. Just freaking the Storm. Jewel Lloyd, one of my favorite players, got bent. But
yeah,
you know, but before we end this segment, we do want to talk about everybody's favorite team, the Indiana Fever.
Yeah.
As I said, they were going to get swept, and it's wasn't that easy thing. It wasn't that hard to call.
It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. That's facts.
It wasn't close. They have 19 games combined of playoff experience. Their best player is a rookie. Their best player, if you depend on your best player, a rookie, to get you a playoff series game or a series win, it's not going to look out. It's not going to go well for you unless you are a team that is veteran laden. They don't have vets. They don't have vets. And if you paid attention to most of the season, their coach is probably the worst coach in the league. They have constant matchup issues, constant rotation issues. It's just, I don't know. I just knew the son with Mabry, with Dejanay character. I love Dejanay. I love her ever since Baylor. Her and Didi, they got my heart. Dejanay, Dewana Bonner. Dewana Bonner has been in the league forever. Me and her probably the same age. She's been in the league forever. But Dewana Bonner's got chips. She won her chips with the Suns, with Diana Taurasi. Well, we got to talk about that too. They've got a lot of experience. They knew how to handle business. It's just I knew that was going to happen. But the Fever, they coming. Pause.
Oh yeah, big pause. No diddy, no doubt. But they really they'll get a decent draft pick this year. Mm-hmm. They'll get a decent player. So I think they need another guard to be able to take Clark so she's not so ball dominant. You see what I'm saying? I think they need another guard. And she's got to stop flopping. You know, some of those flops that she had in this last series was just ridiculous. I'm like, are you trying to draw the goal? I mean, this is obvious. You know, you might get kicked out for flopping the way you're flopping, you know, on back screens and all whatever else. So I think that, but, you know, as a rookie, there's no doubt she's rookie of the year. No doubt.
No doubt.
But I think they need another guard to put beside her. And then you know, because I think that they have what's going on with forward center. I think they have that rotation figured out. But if you get another guard that can really handle the ball, it's almost like, remember when Steph didn't have Clay? And then when they got Clay, how it changed, right? Clay could do everything Steph could do. And they just took turns on setting each other up. So I think she needs another player like that can set her up for easy shots, you know, not having to bring the ball up every time, set up the offense every time. So I look for her to get her Clay. Like how Steph has Clay, I look for Clark to get her Clay. And once she does that, the Fever's legitimate, bro. They're legit.
I think they got the next best big three in the league. Not now, because there are some more established big threes, but in a season or two, her, Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey, they're gonna be ready. They're gonna be ready. But to your point, Caitlin Clark gets a lot of her points off ball action. Yeah, where she can improve, she can learn how to get her own shot. Get her own shot easier. I mean, she can make her own shot. I mean, she got it, Jay. But if she can get that easier, and still run off screens and all the other such, get some off ball action going on, she can't be what you just said. It can be a Golden State situation where it's just you got to defend everybody. You got all eyes, 10 eyeballs are watching her run around the court. Yeah, I can see it happening. I give them 2 seasons. They're gonna be hell to pay. All right, one last thing. Mm-hmm. I got 2 questions for you. One, did Teresa Weatherspoon deserve to get fired in Chicago?
No, but I know why she did. She's got issues with the top players, including Angel Reese. Break the news, G, because Angel didn't say that. Yeah, she did. I don't care what they say. Listen, man, I've been around sports forever, man. There's locker room issues there. That's why they canned her, because the expectations can't be that good right off the back. They're a bunch of kids. They're a bunch of rookies. They not making the playoffs. That's the reason you fired her, and you got all this young up and coming talent. No, there's locker room. There's issues between star players. Listen, coaches get fired for two reasons. They get fired because they got issues with the general manager or with the owner, or they get fired because they got issues with the locker room. I don't think she had issues with the general manager or the owner. I think her issues was with that locker room. And I think that locker room was dictating what's going on with her. So, no, she did not deserve to be fired. But this is how we do in professional sports, bro.
Last question. Diana Taurasi, is that it for her?
Yeah, it's a wrap. Outstanding career. Outstanding career. It's a wrap. You know, we would like to see you go out as a winner. But what she did for the WNBA, thank you. Thank you. Because you held the fort down until now we got the superstars. So without you, there might not have been no WNBA. You know, she held the fort down for some years. So, yeah, it's a wrap. Outstanding career. Definitely Hall of Famer. Top 10 player all time. Absolutely all those things. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Top three.
Oh, yeah, top three. Yeah. Top three. Yeah, maybe top two. Maybe top two, Pay. Maybe top two.
Some people would say she's top two and not number two.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that. And I wouldn't argue with them, at least not right now. Most times I would argue with them because I feel like my favorite player, my second favorite player, Maya Moore, a Lynx legend. G, if you're gonna be on this bandwagon, you got to get up to snuff.
I'm gonna do my research. I got you, bro. Okay. I'm gonna get up on it. I'm gonna pay attention.
All right. I say that she's the GOAT. I say Maya Moore is the GOAT, but as of right now, because this is Diana Taurasi's time, if she is calling it quits, I will lay my sword down. I won't argue. She's done a lot, as you say, she's done a lot to advance women's basketball. She got three championships in WNBA, 7 of them in Russia. She's the only player ever with 10,000 career points. She's got an MVP. I think she's got 2 MVPs or just 1. I'm not sure. But when WNBA started, they played a certain way. It was a little sloppy, a little sluggish. But when she came in around 04, 05, around that time, and she took the game to another level. So this is how we can do it. And after you saw that, she broke the mold. Then you saw Candace Parker come in. Then you saw Simone Augustus and then the Maya Moores. Yeah. So we gotta pay it forward. We gotta shout out our GOATs. Got to shout out the people who elevated the game. And Taurasi, she did that.
Facts. Big facts, bro. Absolutely.
All right, man. Let's switch up. We got some time before we got to take a break. So let's talk about baseball real quick. Let's sneak that in there. All right. We're in the last series of the season. It's been a long 6 months. 6 months. And I want to rewind. To our preseason predictions.
Wait. Do you and Tate, who won the bet? That's what I want to know before you do.
I would look at we have a quarterback going on. I forgot what it was, but I do recall that I think I bet him that his team wasn't going to win the amount of games that he said they were going to win.
That's fact.
That's a win for me. I cashed that really. I think they came in 20 games under on that one.
I think y'all bet like a half hour or hour corner time. I think y'all bet something crazy like that.
It might have been 3 hours. Maybe.
Big corner time. Well, that's the biggest corner time I ever heard of in my life. Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ, Tate gonna be in there for 3 weeks in a row in the corner. Get up in that corner, Tate. Get up in that corner. Wow.
Nose touch the wall, son. So the 2 birthday boys, shout y'all out. Y'all team went over your preseason prediction. You had the Reds, but you had the Phillies going getting 89 wins. Yeah. What they got? How many wins they got?
Shoot, I don't know. I gotta go. I know it's more than 89. I was doing 2 things at once because Relly Hall just now texted me, man. He about to get the big trash sign here in a minute.
Rail. The Philadelphia Phillies have 94 wins, and we're the first team to clinch a playoff spot. Shout out to you, Big G. Shout out to you and your Phillies. But not to be outdone, your birthday twin. He predicted 84 wins. He said, man, look, I'm just happy to be over 500. I know we're not making the playoffs. B Dirt, welcome to the offs, B. The Tigers are going to the playoffs. You got 86
Yes.
wins so far. I'm
Yeah.
happy for you. And I cannot wait till Javi has this big moment for you guys in the postseason. El Mago.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you guys might be sitting at home, but I know B Dirt is thrilled, man, that the Tigers, because they started out the season and they was garbage. They was garbage. And some kind of way they figured it out and they started winning, man. So I got to give shout out to them. See them in the postseason. I think they're going to be up out of there quick, fast, in a hurry, because the New York Yankees is some dogs. The Cleveland Guardians is some dogs. Yeah, they're going to be up out. And the Baltimore Orioles is some dogs. So I think they might be up out of there quick, fast, in a hurry, but they're going to get in. That's the main thing, man.
I'm going to say it right now. And you can write this. I'll write this receipt down since B Dirt's not here. I'll write it down. One of the two tentpole franchises in the Major League Baseball, the Dodgers or the Yankees, one of them losing in the first round. I said it.
Well, I said it. I'm not betting no corner time on that. I'm riding with that because I think the Dodgers is big trash. I think the Dodgers, listen, they might have the best. Shohei may be the best guy that ever played baseball and all this, whatever else. Me and you know baseball. Baseball comes down to pitching. Who pitching for them? Outside of maybe Shohei. Who pitching for the Dodgers? They up out of there. They ain't got no rotation. They garbage.
If Shohei and his two Tommy Johns have to pitch for them this postseason, done. It's it.
Yeah, they don't have no rotation.
That's right. That's why they keep losing in the playoffs and that all these years, because they don't have pitching. They got all the bats, but you can't pitch.
Zero pitching. They don't have it.
Kind of the same issue over there in the Bronx. You know, they got some issues going on. One of them not seeing the second round. That's all I'm saying. One of them.
Tim Lyon said to put me in the matrix because I said that the Dodgers. Tim, the Dodgers is up out of here. They was a regular season. You know, like you got teams that play real well in the regular season, and then they get to the playoffs. You see that across all sports, i.e. the trash Dallas Cowboys. They play great in the regular season. When it comes playoff time, they trash. And that's exactly what's going to happen with the Dodgers. The Dodgers ain't going to the series. Get them up out of here. They garbage. Get them up out of here. That great regular season, but they ain't winning nothing. I see we got a super chat from the Quizad. What's up, Quad Father, man? He said, thanks for the 5 binkers. He said you get 14 extra wins with the White Sox in your division, B Dirt. Happy. Hey, listen. So you see I got the signs, right? Pick the sign 1 through 5 so we can officially put the Chicago White Sox in the correct place. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Who you want?
I think all 5 of them goes to the White Sox. I think you got to give them all 5. This is historic. Oh. This is historic.
So they're going to get all 5 in a row?
Get them all 5. Let's get it out there to them.
The dumpster fire, Chicago White Sox.
That don't even explain them as much. That don't even explain them too much.
Chicago White Sox. The pure dumpster juice, Chicago White Sox, big garbage, all whatever else. The tire fire, Chicago White Sox, and the hot trash Chicago White Sox. They are boo-boo. They the worst team ever. Get them out of here, Pay. They horrible.
Ever. I've never seen such an easier bet in my life. Fade the White Sox has been fun for me. I'm sad that it's coming to an end, but that's the word. And you know what's crazy is they might do it again next year. They lost 100 games last year. They're going to lose 121, at least 121 this year because Detroit's going to do something to them, and they're going to lose another 100 next year. 3 straight 100-loss seasons, and their owner, their principal owner, has the nerve to go to the city council and say, "Hey, can y'all give me some money to get a new stadium, bro?"
But, hey, you know what this is about, though? You know what this is about? He's trying to move them to Vegas. He's trying to move them to Vegas. I'm telling you, he's working hard. He's working diligently to get the White Sox up out of Chicago and get them to Vegas. I'm telling you, that's what this is all about. I think he's blowing it on purpose. They being big trash on purpose. Because 3 in a row is listen, nobody should have a job. Remember what was that movie, Major League? Remember that the Indians was big trash for all them years in a row? Yeah, they need to make a movie about the White Sox. I don't know what you want to call it, the real Major League. I don't know. They suck. So it's time for them to go. They are the worst. Matter of fact, I'm calling it now. They're the worst team in all of sports. In professional baseball, in professional football, in professional basketball, in women's basketball, and the NC2A. They're the worst team in all of sports, the Chicago White Sox. You suck. You're the worst team. Get them out of here. Get them up out of here.
I think the Bulls, who was a pretty bad team, Jerry Reinsdorf, other team, I think they have more wins than the White Sox, and the Bulls play half the games.
Facts. That's fact. That's facts. Listen, the Chicago White Sox are horrible. I think they're trying to get to Vegas, man. That's what they want to do. Claude Bishop said another Big G burner. Come on, Claude. Stop that, Claude.
Nothing will make me happier than to see the White Sox pack up like Art Modell and leave, jump on Dan Ryan, jump on 90-94 and head out of town. Nothing would make me happier as a Cub fan. I win all the arguments. Yeah. I win all the arguments with all my friends. Like, hey, remember that time you said the Sox are better?
Yeah, they garbage.
Where are they now?
Yeah, listen, I don't care whatever. I just hit them with all the signs. They horrible. Get them out of here. The Sox is, man, I don't even want to talk about them no more. I done lost I done got drained out of energy from talking about the trash Sox, man. They horrible, man.
Let's talk about some teams that are not as trash, but still trash. So we talked about the preseason predictions. We talked about UNB. Y'all hit y'all. In fact, y'all went over. That means me and Tate. I'm sorry. My prediction was the Cubs are going to win 89 games.
Yes.
And their player to watch was I'm forgetting his name right now. It doesn't even matter. The player to watch, he got traded halfway through the season. And we are not going to win 89 games. We have
82. You got 82?
We have 82 games. You have 82 wins so far this season. And that's after we beat the Reds earlier today. So if we sweep the Reds, we'll have 84 wins. So a little underwhelming.
You were close.
Yeah, close to a win, man. We got to get to the playoffs, man. We had playoff aspirations this year. We did not meet the bat. We were the worst team in the majors for like almost 3 months. We had to fight our way. We had to fight our way just to be over 500. That's big facts. Trash. Big trash for the Cubs. But at least I did not say, out of all four of us, I did not say my team is going to win 96 games. I think you know who said that.
Yeah, Big Tate was showing his bias, but he was showing his bias.
96 games.
You know they fired David Bell.
They did.
They got it. Listen, they said, David Bell, adios, muchachos, my friend. Adios, muchachos. We'll see you on the next side, on the flip side. You big trash and big garbage over there, bro. But and listen, rightfully so. For as much talent that the Reds have, there's no way they should be as bad as they are. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. So I've been saying it all along. Go get Barry Larkin out the booth, bro. Get him out of the booth.
Whoa.
Go get Barry. Listen, he's gonna give him the culture. He already covers the team. Who else you gonna get? Dusty Baker ain't coming out. He ain't coming back, bro. Dusty Baker ain't coming back. He's not. He's the only. So who you gonna get? You got to get a guy like that. Go get Barry Larkin. Pay him whatever you got to pay him. He's a Reds legend. He knows baseball, and put him in there, bro. Put him in there, because without that, you don't stand a chance. Them trying to go pick off of another team and get one of those guys, extra coaches and all. Get that trash out of here. Go get the legend. Go get Larkin, because Larkin is going to demand it, or you're going to get traded. Because they need somebody to light a fire for them Reds, light up a fire.
G, I don't want to just dunk on. I don't want to dunk on my guys who aren't here. I'll be transparent. I did say Paul Skeens was going to be shut down before December, right? He wouldn't pitch in December. You all forgot I said it, but he's still pitching. So, whatever punishment I owe.
And we'll get it next week when the fellas get back. But guess what? Where are the Pirates at? Where they at?
They have 74 wins, Big G.
They in last place.
That's
true. They shooting they normal. And the only reason why they got the plus 50 wins is how they started out. They trash too. The Pirates, I ain't saying they Chicago White Sox trash. If we gave the White Sox 5 signs, the Pirates probably get 2 of the signs. They garbage. They horrible. All they got is Skeens. You get Skeens out of there because they're going to trade him. Pirates fans, don't get your hopes up. He's up out of there.
They always trade their players. So
they're going to trade him. So don't think we got a dog. No, he's out of there.
New York cannot wait. New York cannot wait.
Oh, somebody Gary eat well. Somebody
like this.
Somebody got a double rotisserie chicken loaded up with a side order of fries and some macaroni and cheese rocking out there, bro. They ready to ride because he's going to one of them teams, the big market teams. Chicago, New York, Los Angeles. He's going to one. Philadelphia. He's going to one of them squads. So, the Pirates trash. Get them out of here. They trash.
Did you say double rotisserie chicken?
Double rotisserie.
Wow.
2 different flavors. A lemon pepper snapper on this side and a honey barbecue on this side. So that way you can pull from whatever side you need to pull from. It's a double rotisserie. You got to have a snapper on one side and a barbecue on the other side, bro. You got to have
this is a turducken, huh? A John Madden.
Yeah, a double down. A double down for sure, man. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get to that commercial break. Let's take a break real fast. To come back, let's talk some football, man. The manly sport. If you're watching live, stay tuned. If you're listening on audio format, whether that's Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, or any other, check out our advertisers, and we'll be back in a jiffy. Guess who's back? That wasn't too long, right? All right. That's what she said.
No diddy, no doubt. Hey, Pay, before we go forward, man, I got to thank the live chat for telling me happy birthday again, man. Y'all, I appreciate it. I'm fortunate to have friends and family like Pay, Tate, B-Dirt, the guys that I kick it with, my family and friends, man. And I count you guys, the people that's in the live chat, I count you guys as family and friends. So thank you guys so very much for the birthday wishes, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. And everything goes well. We're going to be around the earth one more time, the 360, and we're going to be right back here next year. So thank you again for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it.
No doubt. Much love. Shout out to the live chat for always keeping us right. All right, man. Let's talk some football. There's a big game tomorrow, G. And you know who I'm talking about. Down south. Athens, Georgia got hit kind of hard in that hurricane.
I know,
but it's still gonna go down. You got the Tide, you got the Dogs. Hey, I cannot wait for this game.
Yeah, ABC.
How do you see how this playing out?
ABC is hyping this game more than any game I've ever seen outside of the playoffs. I've never seen ABC hype a game, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. It's the number 2 ranked Georgia Bulldogs, the number 4 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. I mean, this is for SEC dominance. These are the teams that, for all you guys that don't know that much about college football, these are teams that's been holding up national championship banners. Like either it's been Alabama or Georgia. You had a little shot here with Michigan. You had a little shot here with Clemson. You had a little shot here with Ohio State. But from 2014 to now, it's either been Bama or Georgia. So these are the top dogs that's about to get it in. And listen, I'm going to tell you, Pay, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if Georgia can stop Bama. I don't know.
Remember what I said last year? Who's my early pick for Heisman? Jalen Milroe. Hey, this is your time right now. If you want to jump up to that spot, because those Texas quarterbacks are they up there right now. But if you want to jump up, what's my man in Georgia? Their quarterback, not
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck. He's up there too. But if Jaden Milroe want to get his name back up, this is the Saturday to do it, G.
Yeah. So the winner of this game is in the catbird seat for the Heisman Trophy. Whatever quarterback, be it if it's Milroe or Beck, this is your Heisman Trophy moment. But I don't know. And like I said, y'all know I get down on the Level Up College Football podcast. I do deep diving, in-depth. Andy P, Sarah C, and me, we go there. And we was talking that yak over there on the thing. And like our panel was split. We were like, man, I don't know. But at the end, after I really looked at it and paid attention, Pay, I don't know if Georgia can stop Bama. I don't know if they can. And the reason why is because they have a freshman wide receiver named Ryan Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, everybody's talking jack about Jeremiah Smith out of Ohio State, and rightfully so. He's him. Okay. This kid is like him. For matter of fact, Jeremiah Smith's so good that if he went to the draft this year, he'd be the number one wide receiver taken off the board. And that's bananas, considering like Luther Burden and all them. But Ryan Williams, that kid down there at Alabama, oh my God. Oh my, listen. And Pay, you know, from a historic standpoint, when is Bama the most dangerous? When they have a solid defense and they got a deep threat wide receiver. That's when they're dangerous, man. Well, guess what they got? they got a deep. Ryan Williams is a monster. So Ryan Williams is like he can take. There's no defense. They better not ever play single high. If Georgia plays single high, it's over. They're going to get killed. You know, I'm telling, like the scores, they're going to run the score up on them. If they catch them in single high, they got to stay too high. And they got to tilt the safety towards Ryan Williams' side every time. Because if they can't do that, man, oh my God. And Milroe's the X factor, Pay, because you got to play 11 on 11 football, which I think in turn hurts Georgia because who has Georgia named as their dog? I mean, maybe Etienne's little brother that plays running back. Who else is a dog? Don't nobody else put the fear of God in you in Georgia. Like how they have Brock Bowers and McConkey and Mount Washington and them dog running backs. They ain't got all them dogs no more. So listen, Bama, roll tide. Bama ain't no punk, bro. Bama ain't no punk. That's just my thoughts, Pay.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game Saturday. Is that the only good game this Saturday, G?
No. I got to go to my schedule. It's there's 5 or 6 ranked teams that play against each other this weekend. I got to get my schedule up with Sarah C and me and Andy so that because I don't want to give you no bad information.
So
but the top game,
you got Oklahoma State playing Kansas State. That's at 11.
Yes.
That's at 11, 12 at noon.
Notre Dame, Louisville.
One. Yeah, Notre Dame, Louisville.
Oklahoma State, Kansas State. Oklahoma State, Kansas State is for the winner of that game will play in the Big 12 championship game. That's an elimination game.
Really?
Because Kansas State lost to BYU. They never should have lost that game. And Okie State is big trash. As far as they lost the game they shouldn't have lost. So they got to show that their quarterback can throw. If not, they're cooked. So that's an elimination game between Kansas State and Oklahoma State. Then you got Louisville, Notre Dame. That's an elimination game. Right? If Notre Dame loses, they're up out of there. If Louisville loses, they're not in they don't have a chance to get that ACC thing jumping off. So, and they're ranked, so
a big one in your neck of the woods too in the Big Ten. Illinois, Penn State, Clark. Where you at, man? Your Nittany Lions. This is usually the week. This is usually the week where you forward them up. What you gonna do?
Pay my record over on Level Up College Football Podcast, calling games. Not counting this week because we haven't finalized. I've only lost 4 games total that I called over there. And we're in week 4. Okay. I've only missed. And one of the games that I missed on was the Illinois-Nebraska game. I totally missed on it. Because, I said Nebraska was going to blow them out. I said it. And we were watching it live on the podcast, and I was watching it. And I was like, man, listen. And I was watching and watching. Brett Bielema, the coach of Illinois, out-coached the dude in Nebraska. He out-coached him.
Oh, yeah.
And
Matt Rule?
he out-coached Matt Rule. And guess what else he's got? He's got a quarterback, Pay. Brett Bielema got a quarterback. Illinois is nasty, bro. So Penn State better look out. They better look out. And I think that game is a war of attrition. I think it's a war of attrition. It's a fight. It's about now it's going to be encumbered weather. And I don't know who that pays into. Is that more Penn State or is that more Illinois? I don't know. But I think Illinois is for real. I think they for real, Pay.
I agree. Illinois is pretty decent, but I don't want to take too much about them beating Nebraska. Matt Rule, going into that game, he's 2-9 versus ranked teams, and Nebraska hasn't beaten a ranked team since 2016, something like that. So I mean, trends were there. The trends were there for Illinois to go ahead and win that game. Now this is the real test. Can they beat Penn State? Penn State is ranked top 10.
Facts.
Me and you, we know Penn State is always ranked top 10, but they not really an elite squad, right?
Yeah, James Franklin. He can't win.
Yeah.
He can't win the big game. Yeah.
Right. But this isn't Ohio State. This isn't Michigan. This is Illinois. I think Penn State can do some things, man. I'm not gonna fade them out. I'm gonna let them cook. But if they lose to Illinois, then we know what to do. We know what to do about that.
If James Franklin loses this game to Illinois and he drops any combination of Oregon, Ohio State, and Michigan, and he's got 3 losses, he's fired. I mean, so he can't afford to lose this. If he loses this game to Illinois and any combination of losses with 2 more losses between Michigan, Ohio State, and Oregon, he's up out of there, bro. He's up out of there. And so he can't afford to do this, bro. So I don't know. But I know Brett Bielema is Brett Bielema got a squad. And Illinois is one of those teams. Pay, you from that area in Chicago. Illinois is one of them teams. Once they start getting recruiting classes and stacking recruiting classes on top of recruiting classes, they're not to be played with. There was a period in the Big Ten West where they was the squiz-on. So listen, they might be back. He might be Mortimer. We're back, man, for real, because Illinois, they ain't to be played with, bro. They're not to be played with.
For all you youngers that never seen Trading Places, go check that out.
Yeah. Oh, last game I want to tell you about, Pay. UCF and Colorado.
Oh.
Yeah. Sleeper sneaky game. Hey, Colorado, did you see them last week with the win?
Yeah, I did. Colorado State was talking too much, man. They deserve to get hit in the mouth.
Oh, but that's against Baylor. They against Baylor.
I'm sorry, Baylor. All right.
Yeah, but UCF, hey, if you don't watch anything else but just to flip it that game, I want you to check out the University of Central Florida's uniforms, man. They're the coldest uniforms I've ever seen in my whole life. For this week, they're salute to NASA, and all whatever else, and they talking about buckle up, we shooting out in the stars and all. They promote this thing great, and they got a real quarterback in Jefferson, the transfer from Arkansas. So I called it on the Level Up podcast. This is a 40-something to 50-something game. Unless the weather is just still terribly bad, then it'll be different. But if there's no rain, it's just overcast. Oh yeah, they're going at it. They're going to go at it. They made sure the conditions of that field is right. So that UCF Colorado game going to be a really big game, bro. Really big game.
I do expect there to be a lot of points scored just because Colorado's defense ain't all that. And they can give up a lot of big plays for the opposing defense as well because they can't really block anybody to save their life. So I want to see a lot of points. I'm betting the over. You should do the same. All right.
Thanks.
Gee, what else do we have in college football? Can we talk a little bit of professional football? Just a tad.
Mm-hmm. Who you want to talk about in the pros? Who you want to say somebody? You want to talk about the rankings for the quarterbacks?
Yeah, let's get to our quarterback tiers, man. Let's get to the main event of the night. So, I was supposed to have a guest speaker, my co-host on the Bear Club podcast. He was supposed to come on here because he's been bugging me for the last few months. He's like, man, I need another avenue to get some takes off. I got to talk about Lamar Jackson and a bunch of other Josh Allen, stuff like that. He's got a lot of takes. So I said, hey, look, man, we running the show in overtime. Pull up and do it. But he said he couldn't make it. So we're gonna do our quarterback tiers. He's gonna have to just sit this one out. So G, let's do our tier 1. Who is the most elite quarterback? Like this, he has no one standing next to him. He is let me not say that. Who's on your tier 1? Who's the cream of the crop of quarterbacks?
Pat Mahomes is number 1. He's in a tier all by himself.
I agree.
That's my thinking. I think there's nobody else. I think Pat Mahomes is top tier, top flight, best quarterback in the league, on GOAT pace, regardless if you think that the refs cheat for him or not. Listen, it's Pat Mahomes. He's that guy.
I agree with you, man. Pat Mahomes is on the tier by himself until somebody else can actually beat him when it matters, play him when it matters. Then do what he does. He's by himself all alone. I don't care about the MVPs. I don't care about the stats. Because Mahomes ain't really been doing no stats. Mahomes ain't won no MVPs, but he does it. But he shows up when the time matters. He's like a certain other GOAT that's now calling games. You show up when it matters. That's when your legend is created. That's how you get on that tier by yourself. So I agree. Pat Mahomes tier by itself. Now, here's where the argument comes. Let's go a step down. Tier 2. I'll go first since you went first last one. I'll give you my tier 2 quarterbacks. So we have Lamar Jackson.
Agreed.
We have Josh Allen.
Agreed.
We have Joe Burrow.
No, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. And that's it for a half a tier 2. That's it. Just those 3. You already said you disagree with one of them. Let's hear it.
So Joe Burrow, he's a great quarterback. I'm not saying he's a scrub. I'm not saying he's a scrub. Please don't hear me that, because we're going to start talking about quarterbacks that's ass and super ass down at the bottom, right? But I'm talking about the actual
Georgia Peaches.
Yeah. Well, I said it. We ain't gonna get banned on the FCC. I said the ass. ASS trash. So we're gonna talk about some of those guys at the bottom. But has he proven that he's beat Josh Allen in the playoffs? Yes, he has. He's been to a Super Bowl. But the knock on Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow can't play unless elite talent is around him. And Joe Burrow can't win. He puts up numbers, but he can't win without elite talent. Now, I don't know about y'all, but Josh Allen has shown he don't got to have that. Josh Allen has shown that he can handle his business with or without it. So that's why and Lamar Jackson has done the same thing. Lamar done had, not that well of a talent out there, and he's winning MVPs. They're going to AFC Championship games. They're handling their business. So I'm not dogging Joe Burrow. I'm not saying he's definitely good to great. But on that next tier, no. I mean, I know Bengals fans hate on me and all whatever else. You can hate on me all you want to. I'm telling you, you got to do it. You've been in Super Bowl one time. One time. You outside of that, you ain't did nothing. So you got to, you got to show me that you belong either, because there's a lot of talk, a lot of chatter. They so paid him like it. And this 0-3 season start ain't helping his legend, right? Because what's the excuse? We drafted tackles. We went into free agent and got tackles. You got T. Higgins. You got Jamar Chase. They got the kid from Princeton that's nice. They got a good tight end. They got a decent running game. Why are you losing? It comes down to the quarterback. And so, Joe, no, to me, no, he doesn't belong on the next tier. Not me.
Okay, so who is on that tier? If you already said Joe Burrow's not on the tier, you said Patrick Mahomes is on the tier 1. So who's on tier 2 for you?
My third guy is Matt Stafford. I think Matt Stafford is a force multiplier. I think Matt Stafford played with a bad organization for years in Detroit, but played his heart out. I mean, look at his freaking numbers. They were horrible. And then when he got with the Rams, and I don't care if you got Puka Nacua, I don't care if you got Cooper Kupp, I don't care who playing WR. Matt Stafford gets dubs, bro, and got a Super Bowl chip. So I put Matt Stafford right there, and to me, he's just a little bit better than Joe B. So on my next tier, like I said, I got Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Matthew Stafford, bro. That's my next tier.
Oof. I'm not Matt Stafford. That's a good shout. All right, tier 3. Kick it off. Who you got?
Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts. Oh, it gets spicy right here. Aaron Rodgers, still to this day. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers can beat you, Pay. I know you hate the Packers, but he can beat you. And
beats
that's
his own
it.
team.
Yeah, I would say Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers. I can't put Dak there. I can't. I can't do it, Pay. I can't do it. So I go 3 right there. Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Hurts.
All right. So on my tier 3, obviously I got Matt Stafford. Obviously I got Jalen Hurts. But who else do I have on that tier? I do have. You're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this. I got Baker Mayfield on that tier.
Hey, that's big trash.
I got Baker Mayfield on that tier.
No way.
I do.
Hey.
I got Baker Mayfield, and you also not gonna like this one. I got Kyler Murray on that tier too.
No freaking what, Pay? Oh my God, Pay! Stop it.
I do.
Pay.
I do.
Oh my God.
But here's the one that you left out, and you should have to sit in the corner for this. CJ Stroud is not on the top 3 tiers for you, G.
Pay. This is why he's not. He's getting close, but this is why he's. So listen. You know, 1 is an accident or coincidence. 2 is a charm.
Okay.
Let's see what he looks like this next game. Because that last game, woo-wee, he didn't look like this superhero that's busting out the thing with the Superman on his shirt, right? And he hasn't done anything except, win the 1 playoff game, and he's in season 2. So I got to give him a little bit more season, a little bit of time. If he goes through the season, he's definitely on my next tier. Okay. I got Stroud there, but because listen, think about it. We're talking about the top 7 quarterbacks. Is he top 10? Absolutely, but he's not top 7 because he hasn't proven it. So what has he done? He won 1 playoff game. There was 10-7. I get it. He won 1 playoff game. Let's see, because like I said, he was looking great. And all of a sudden, he got exposed, bro. So, like I said, 1's a coincidence, 2's a charm. So, he top 7? No. I got him right at 8. That's where I got him at as far as my quarterback.
Okay. All right. You're right. This is basically we're still in the top 10 of quarterbacks. But what we're saying is when we do tiers, there's a separation between, let's say, again, tier 1, Patrick Mahomes. There's a gulf in between the next group of quarterbacks. That's what this means. So if you say Joe Burrow is a top 5 quarterback, yes, we all understand that. But there's levels to it. He's not in the tier 1. You're saying he's not in tier 2. He's in the next grouping. You're putting him with Jalen Hurts of the world. You're putting him with who else did you have in your tier 3? You had Jalen Hurts and
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
That's bias, Pay. That's bias.
Maybe it is, but let me read off my tier 3 again. So I got Jalen Hurts, I got Kyler, I got Baker, and I got your boy Dak. All on my tier. Man, take that all on my tier 3.
Come on, man.
And
come on, man. How could Dak be tier 3? How can he be? Yes.
He doesn't. Obviously, everybody on my tier 3 aren't guys that's done it in the playoffs before, right? I said Kyler. Okay. Baker's won some playoff games. He won against your guys, so he's done some things.
Okay, a dead clock is right today. Come on, man.
You'll call him a dead clock.
Come on, man.
But the thing is, nobody on that tier, you don't expect like big W's from in January or February. That ain't what they're there for. This is tier 3. This ain't the elites, right? These are the greats, the goods. So with that being said, let's move down to our 4th tier, our 4th and final tier. This is everybody else. So the big
no, this ain't everybody else. No, it's not.
You want to do 5 tiers?
No. Everybody. This is you got a group here, and then everybody else is like ass or horrible. They're horrible.
Oh, okay. All right. So on my 4th tier,
not horrible. Can improve to get to the tier because there's a couple of guys down at the bottom that's got an arrow pointed up. So let's do 4th tier.
Okay. You started off. 4th tier.
4th tier. CJ Stroud, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins.
Is
there anybody else? Am I missing anybody else?
Baker?
No.
Jordan Love?
No, Jordan Love. Yeah, Jordan Love. Jordan Love.
Brock Purdy?
No, heck no. Get him out of here. So Jordan Love, CJ Stroud, Dak Prescott, and who was the other guy I said? Kirk Cousins.
You say Baker and Kirk Cousins, right?
Yeah,
right.
Kirk Cousins.
All
There's
right.
my tier. There's my 4.
The last tier of notable quarterbacks for me, I'll have Aaron Rodgers, and I'll explain to you why, because you're gonna call me biased. I'll explain to you why he's on the last tier. Because for one, he's not that Aaron Rodgers, not that MVP guy anymore. And for 2, he's a distraction. He's a locker room distraction. All he's doing is me. Hey, yo, Aaron, we got minicamp. You showing up? Nah, I got something else planned. Hey, bro, but you know this is mandatory. What about the other practices? The other practices aren't mandatory, so why is this more mandatory? Saying stuff like that tells me you're not a leader. I need my quarterbacks to be at least one thing. I need you to be a leader. And Aaron Rodgers, big trash. So he's lucky I didn't put him on the ass bench, but I got him in tier 4.
Peach Street, baby, Peach Street, Georgia.
Other quarterbacks that I have on this tier with him. You're not gonna like this. Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, Pay, stop it. Come on. Pay. Man, where's the Matrix? Pay, come on, Pay. Come on, man. Take a lap, Pay. No freaking way is Trevor Lawrence on there, man. Go ahead, man. Oh my God. I can't
Trevor Lawrence.
Take it. Lord have mercy.
I got 2 more. This is gonna be spicy. Kirk Cousins.
Yes. He should. I called him there too. He's supposed to be there. I'm with Kirk Cousins being on that tier. He's won playoff games. He wins regular season games. He should right now legitimately be 2-1 because the Kansas City Chiefs cheated. Yeah, Kirk Cousins won a play. He won a big playoff game when he hit that little pass for the Minnesota Vikings that one year. Kirk Cousins don't won a playoff game.
Oh, you like that, huh? Okay.
Yeah, you like that. Yeah.
Is it Brock or is it Tua? Which one am I doing? Brock is my last quarterback.
Brock is my last quarterback. Boo to both of them. Trevor Lawrence and Brock Purdy do not belong on any tier quarterback list in the NFL. Boo.
Okay.
Hey, boo.
G. Boo. So the quarterbacks we have left that I did not name at all. I did not name I did not name any of the rookies. I did not name exactly. I did not name Jacoby out of New England, probably the best backup quarterback of all time. I did not name. Oh my God! Neither one of us named Justin Herbert. I didn't
because he's big trash.
Okay, you're going too far now. You're going too far.
He garbage. What has he done?
It's just been a while for him to show that he's a top guy. It's been a while, but I think he still got it.
One time. He made the playoffs one time.
His coach was terrible.
What's the excuse now? Because he got hurt or whatever else? He ain't looking like no Superman out there. Get him out of here.
Okay. We none of us said any of the rookies. None of us said Jacoby. None of us said Justin Herbert. No one said Deshaun Watson for obvious reasons.
Garbage.
We didn't. Nobody said the baby oil man. Gardner Minshew.
No.
Let's see.
Danny Dimes is horrible. He big trash. He looked horrible last night.
Danny Dimes as well. You didn't say Tua. I didn't as well.
Tua's cool. It's over.
Yeah. We didn't say. You didn't say Baker.
No Baker. No.
Okay. Baker still got to prove something to you. You didn't say Jordan Love. Neither did I. I didn't say it. No Gino. I didn't say Jordan Love because I'm biased.
Yeah. No Derek Carr. No Sam Darnold.
We both agree Derek Carr is trash.
Yeah, no Sam Darnold. But Pay, you know who can work his way up?
Don't say it.
Yes, I am going to say it.
Don't do it.
Yes, I am going to say it.
G, be careful, G.
I don't care. Justin Fields can work his way. He can work his way from the basement, Pay. He can work his way up to one of them top 5 tiers, Pay. He can work his way up. He's got an arrow pointed up right now, Pay. Come on, man. Come on, Pay.
What does Justin have to do this season to end this season in a top 4 tier?
11-6 record with at least one playoff win. Have at least 3,000 plus yards passing. Have about 22 to 24 touchdowns and close to 700 yards rushing.
G, I gotta let you know something. He won't be on the top 4 tier as the season ends. Just put it like that.
Hey, listen, man. Justin can play his way there, bro. And you know what? I'll call bias on myself, but I've seen some improvement out of that kid, bro. I've seen some improvement, man. And listen, when you got a serviceable offensive line, you got a hell of a defense, you got some decent wide receivers and good running backs, and the sky's the limit for that kid. He definitely, I promise you this, he can get better faster than Trevor Lawrence can. I promise you that. I promise you Justin can move his way up faster than Trevor Lawrence can. Trevor Lawrence might be a bust, bro. Trevor Lawrence might be a bust. He might be a bust.
That's too much, G.
That's the truth.
G, you remember the Seinfeld episode? You're double dipping the chip. You got too much dip on your chip, G. You're going too far.
Hey,
relax.
Look at the quad father. Look what the quad father said. Look what he said for the super chat. Look what he said. That's big facts, quad father. Trevor is dumpster juice. He's garbage. He's horrible.
He's not horrible.
He is.
He's not horrible. He's not horrible.
Hey, he's horrible.
I don't think I defended him for a while. But he's too inconsistent. I won't say he's horrible because he can still make splash plays, but he just can't because he can't keep anything going in a certain direction.
Where and when?
Oh, he's done it, G. Come on now. He's done it. He's done it.
You know what NFL stands for?
Not for long.
Not for long. And he ain't did nothing lately.
That's true.
So I don't know about all of that, bro. He's got bust written on him, bro. He's got bust. He's
not a bust. All right. So the two biggest names to me that you left off, Baker and Kyler. Let's hear it. Let's be real quick about it. Why? Why'd you leave them out of your top 4 tiers?
So Kyler had one winning season when they went to the playoffs one year. He does got an electric wide receiver, Amari Harrison Jr. There's no doubt about that. But Kyler, first of all, he's got to stay healthy. And second of all, he's got to show that he can win games when it's tough. So like I watched the Arizona Cardinals versus the Detroit Lions, and they beat Kyler Murray up, bro. They beat him, and he didn't play tough. He was going to the sideline, frustrated, snapping his helmet off, sitting on the bench by himself, not really talking. Come on, man. If you're going to be a leader and be in one of these top tiers, that's why. Baker has had 2 good seasons in how many years? Now, keep in mind, when we start talking about busts, number 1 overall pick, handling your business, supposed to be out there doing all whatever else. Baker's had 2 good seasons. He had one with Tampa, and he had one with Cleveland. That's it.
Well, this is a second good season so far. Yeah. He's having a good season right now. Right.
He's 2-1. He's 2-1. We'll see as the season goes on. But if they don't make the playoffs this year, no. Baker's had 2 good seasons. That's it. Two playoff appearances. That's it.
I don't agree with you calling Baker a bust. I don't even think that you should put him in that category yet because he would still be in Cleveland if Cleveland didn't do the most and go get a baby oil football player, man.
That's big facts.
He would still be there. He would still be there. So because he's won more playoff games for them than Deshaun has. So
yeah, any other quarterback in Cleveland Brown recent history. He's won more playoff games.
Ever.
Yeah.
Since the 80s.
Like, you gotta go back to you're going back to Bernie Kosar and them, bro. That's when you start talking about Vinny Testaverde and them guys getting playoff wins. That's it.
Correct. All right. And another notable quarterback we both left off is Jared Goff. The reason I left Jared Goff off is because I think, no disrespect to him, but I think he's more so a system quarterback. I don't see him being the guy that elevates the team around him. I see more of the team elevating him.
Facts.
That's how I see it. How do you see it, G?
I agree. I think look at the talent. So Detroit all of a sudden became this hot team, but I think that had a lot to do with the general manager and their draft ability because they got him weapons on top. Amon St. Brown was already there, but his play is definitely elevated because to me, Amon St. Brown is a top 5 or 6 WR in the NFL, right?
Facts.
So you give him You get Sam Laporta, you get Gibbs, you get the unsung hero Montgomery that does all the dirty work. Hey, you know about him from Chicago. Montgomery is a sledgehammer. And then you get a defense led by Hutchinson that might be Watt 2.0, unblockable. So yeah, sometimes the test of a quarterback is when all the conditions aren't right and you're able to pull it off and lead your team up the road for victories. And I don't know if Goff is that. Now, he can prove a lot this season. He can prove a lot because he's been to a Super Bowl. He's been to the NFC Championship game. But we'll see, bro. We'll see.
All right. I agree, man. We shall see. There's a lot to see. It's still early in the season, college football, NFL. We got a lot to go around. G, as we said.
I got to call a score. Pay.
Let's get the score.
Miami 24, Vatech 27. Miami just scored, man. And they're in the third quarter, 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. They're in Miami. Vatech is playing them boys rough, man. And another score, Rutgers 14, Washington 3. Third quarter, 8 minutes left to go. Rutgers is rugged and rough. Let's go with the Rutgers rugged and rough, man. Let's go.
I love alliteration. G, as we said in the end, hour one, the next show in our universe of content will be Sunday, Know-It-Alls, right as the second window of NFL games are closing up. What do you got on the slate for that?
Well, we're definitely going to talk about all the everything that happens with the NC2A, and if you don't know how to spell the Know-It-Alls, it's capital N-O, capital I-T-A-L-L-Z podcast. You can check us live Sundays, like you said, in game, between game. But we're going to talk about the weekend or wrap up of the NC2A. We'll definitely talk about all the football games that were played before it's turned into the NFL. And we're going to have a little segue over there this week where we're going to talk about what's going to happen moving forward with the college football. Because we're believing over on Know-It-Alls podcast that you're about to see this whole thing broke up. And it's going to be Big Ten, SEC, everybody else don't count based on the money and the numbers. Because we're going to talk about what happened at UNLV and that quarterback sitting out. And I think one's a trend. I mean, one's a occurrence, two's a trend, threes is possible. The UNLV quarterback sits out, the running back sits out. Now the USC kid sits out. Kids are sitting out because they're not getting playing time and NIL deals. That is big problems for the NC2A. So we're going to talk about that on the podcast on Sunday.
All right. Before we talk about more of the shows, live viewer check-in. We've got 75 watching right now. We got a handful watching at the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fans. I appreciate you all. We got 30 each on the Steel Curtain X channel and the Steel Curtain YouTube channel. The Fans First Sports Network X channel's got another 15 coming in. Our Twitch, FFSN homies, our Twitch has got a couple of them watching. Let's continue to grow that. And Running Through the Jungle has 2 more watchers, viewers. I don't see the thumbs up coming in for all these viewers. I'm gonna need those numbers to match up. And if you don't match up them numbers soon, if you don't like this show, share this show, talk about it. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let the feds know that you paid Neil O'Donnell to throw the game in '96. I'm gonna let the feds know you did that. The feds had already snatched up Diddy. They already snatched up Mayor Eric Adams in New York. You could be next. I'll drop a dime. Like the show, share the show. Don't play with me.
Oh, wow. Dropping straight dimes out there, Pay. Y'all better get them algorithms up. Y'all going to be joining Diddy in the jail. Y'all better do something, man. Hey, y'all ain't going to have that dude locked down. You don't want to be locked down with Diddy. It's going to be a Diddy party over there in New York. You might be locked down with Diddy. You don't want to do that. Hey, Pay, what they say, something strange for a little piece of change. There might be something strange for some commissary. You don't want to be locked down with Diddy. You don't want to do it.
Don't get tossed around for commissary. G.
Yeah.
So, and you already know, after Sunday, we got the level up on where can you find a level up?
Monday on Fans First Sports Network, live on YouTube, me and Andy P and Sarah C. Mondays at 6.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, we got great shows coming from the Running Through the Jungle crew with Tim Lyons in the chat and B Dirt. Happy birthday. And for me and my team, we got our previews and reviews on the Bear Claw, the Bulls shows that can be found at the Frustrated Chicago Sports channel. if where some of you all are watching right now, you can see the scroll on the bottom of the screen. You know where to find us at. And then on Wednesdays, Pump Your Brakes on Steel Curtain Network, what most of you all are acclimated with. Pay Dirt, also live on Wednesdays. That's on the Running Through the Jungle and the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan channel as well. And Fridays, right back here, the homies for 2 hours. Loving going strong. G, it's been a pleasure. I love it. Let's go watch the end of this Miami game. You got something you're going to get off your chest real fast?
Nah, bro. Great show. We appreciate it. Thank you all again for all the live birthday wishes. I appreciate it. And prayers up for the families affected in the southwest part of the United States, down in Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, parts of Alabama. Listen, we're praying for you guys, man, for sure.
Much D. Again, like I said, like and share the show. Don't end up in the big house.
And they know that every time he takes the field, he's going to bring that big penis energy.
My bad. Wrong clip.
Perfect clip. No Diddy, no doubt. He was bringing the energy. Let's go. No Diddy, no doubt. Let's go.
As always, thanks for watching. Go Bears.
The Bears.
Thanks for checking out this latest edition from the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan channel. Whether you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or watching on Twitch or YouTube, do the same. Like, subscribe, share with a friend, hit the notification bell so you never miss a drop. And to all my homies in Chicago, we say 3 things. Bear down, go Cubs go, and sell the team.